Donald J. Trump's way of thinking, as observed through his public life, presidency, and personal brand, can be characterized by the following key traits. 1. Transactional mindset. Trump often approaches relationships, decisions, and negotiations with a focus on immediate benefits and reciprocal outcomes. This deal making mentality has roots in his career as a businessman and is reflected in his emphasis on tangible wins and outcomes. 2. Confidence and self promotion. Trump places a high value on projecting confidence and promoting his personal brand. His communication style frequently includes superlatives, the best, the greatest, and a focus on his accomplishments. 3. Directness and simplicity. He tends to favor straightforward, bold messaging over nuanced or complex explanations. This makes his ideas easily digestible for a broad audience, often resonating with individuals who value plainspoken communication. 4. Populist approach. Trump often aligns his messaging with the concerns of his base, focusing on issues like economic nationalism, immigration, and America First. He appeals to emotions and loyalty, framing himself as a champion for the forgotten voter. 5. Competitive and combative nature. He thrives on competition and often positions himself as a fighter against perceived adversaries. This combative approach is evident in his responses to critics and his framing of political challenges as battles to be won. 6. Risk taking. Trump's decision often reflects a willingness to take risks, whether in business, politics, or foreign policy. He is comfortable disrupting norms and breaking conventions if he believes it will lead to success. 7. Focus on branding. Trump views the power of perception as a key as a key driver over influence. His career has consistently emphasized the importance of creating a strong, recognizable brand, which he applies not just in business but also in his political identity. 8. Emphasis on loyalty. Loyalty is a central theme in Trump's thinking, both in his personal and professional relationships. He values allies who are steadfastly loyal to him and is quick to criticize those he perceives as disloyal. That's the trend of a leader. Leaders are like that. They'll criticize, but not all leaders can criticize like Donald J. Trump. He is very open. He is not afraid. Adaptability. 9. While his core principle remains constant, Trump has shown a capacity to adjust his rhetoric or strategy based on shifting circumstances or feedback, especially if it serves his goals. These traits have shaped his leadership style, public persona, and the policies he has championed, creating a distinct and polarized legacy. So, the polarizing legacy is because the way he thinks, he is always thinking out of the box. He has something that a lot of people have not realized. He has got a very good intuition of things that he thinks are right. He knows some of the things that others cannot see because he is a visionary And visionary always thinks ahead, and they can think, then they can change, make a decision, they can change the decision quickly. So those kinds of people who can make a decision quickly and change quickly. Some people, they take it too long to make a decision, and then suddenly they want to change the decision. But here, his way of thinking is more broad. He has that energy at that age that a lot of people half his age do not have that kind of energy and stamina. So that's how he thinks. He is like a thinker of thinkers, and there's no other way to describe him. So if you like what I've written about, what I've talked about him, you can like, subscribe, and comment on what you think about his way of thinking. We all think differently, and his thinking is quite different from most 99.999 politicians. Don't think like that, because he's not a politician, he's a business leader, and business leaders, they think differently.